Hey everybody, it's Lee with the Turquoise Valentine, and we're gonna make some pumpkins tonight. So if you're watching replay, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm hoping I'm gonna see comments tonight because I'm on the regular page instead of my business suite app, so I'm hoping I can see comments. So yay, I see some eyeballs hopping on. I've missed y'all so bad because I missed Thursday because of homecoming parade, and then I missed hey Luann, yay, I can see comments. I miss y'all from the homecoming parade last week, and then Monday nights are football nights, and so it's Tuesday night, so here I am. So I haven't seen y'all since last week. Hey Mona and Daniela and Chrissy, hello everybody, and Steph, yay, I'm so glad y'all are here. I did send out a text tonight because I'm kind of treading the water a little bit, and I hadn't been live in a week, and it's not my normal night, so I said, well, I'm gonna send a text. Hey Christy and Susie and Pamela, hey everybody. So we're gonna do something fun. I do have a template for y'all that I'm gonna put in the reveal group when we get done. So I know y'all are like the templates, and I do too, because it gives me a pattern to go by. Hey Donnie and Alice. So the funny story about my template though, but I was having internet trouble about 30 minutes ago, and my husband had to go reset the routers and do all the things, and I was like, oh no, I can't cancel tonight. And so, hey Terry and Brenda, hello everybody. Hey Sherry. So he reset all the routers and all that mission control stuff, and so it all came all back good. So I was like, oh my gosh, because I was like, I can't cancel tonight because I've never, it's been a week and I haven't seen y'all. Hey Shirley, and I don't like not being here. Hey Tammy and Sharon and Debbie, because y'all know what nights I come on, and I hate not coming on, so when I'm supposed to be. So hey Sue, Pamela, I haven't seen Hocus Pocus. I hadn't even seen the first one, so Colin and Paige didn't make me watch it, so we haven't watched it. Hey Carol, but I promise you I'm gonna watch it. My friend Shani from New Orleans is coming this weekend. She's coming Saturday. I cannot wait. So maybe we will sit down and watch the first one and the second one. I don't know. So we're going to craft a lot and all kinds of fun stuff. Hey, Jean from Wisconsin. Hey, Linda and Gwen. I know I've missed all of y'all. It seems like forever. It's only been a week, but it seems like it's been forever. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. I haven't weighed in the last week, I guess, because I did cheat over the weekend because my family was here, so of course we had to go eat Mexican and all that stuff, so I did cheat. So I just got back on it yesterday, so I'm kind of like, oh gosh, I hope I didn't do too much damage. Hey BJ, thank you. Hey, is it Catherine? Oh, you've seen both. I haven't seen them yet, either one. I know, it's crazy. Never seen it, and it's what, 30 years old, the first one, and I've not ever seen it. Oh Shani, we'll have to watch it then. There's my friend Shani. She's coming Saturday. We're gonna craft, and I think she's gonna come live with me next week. Next week is the last week of Chase's football, so next week I'll be live on Tuesday and Thursday, but then after that I'll go back to Monday and Thursday, so we'll be good. Hey Claire and Aaron. Okay, we're going to do something super fun tonight. I've already done one. Well, I did it yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I don't even know. Thank you, Jane. I still got lots to go. So, hey Grace. So I've already made one, and we're going to actually make two tonight because I got to have some to go with my other friends. Okay, so here is what we're going to make. I'm going to show you how to make this. This is kind of different because you got your little frayed little edges pointing out. This is drop cloth material. I bought a drop cloth at Harbor Freight. They're super inexpensive, and you get tons of material for that, inexpensive price. Plus it's real durable, but it's real soft. But I did wash my drop cloth. So you can get them on Amazon, you can get them on Home Depot, Lowe's, all the paint places. But this one is from Harbor Freight, is where I got mine. So I'm going to show y'all how to make this. We're going to do it a couple of different ways. And let me show you the template, okay? So each one of these panels, you got to have you have this certain shape. So here, I'm going to show you the shape first. And then I'm going to show you the template. Okay, so this is the shape you have, okay? Yes, you can draw this yourself on a piece of paper, like fold your paper in half, draw, you know, half of an oval or whatever, half a football, and then cut it out, open it up and cut it out. Okay, but I didn't do that for y'all. I did this. Y'all don't laugh, because this is the only shape I could find, because it is a football, okay? So just ignore the stuff in the middle. Just look at the shape, okay? So you're going to get two. I'm going to upload it in the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal group, which is my free community group. So you're going to get these. So one is big. I turned it sideways or catty corner so I could get the whole, you know, get as big as I could get it. And then this one is just a little smaller. So if you look at them, one is smaller than the other. So if you do them both, you'll have two different size pumpkins if you do them both the same. Now, I got this tutorial from a friend of mine. She is local to me. Her name is Julie, and she has Julie's Designs and Signs is her page. And she does like thrifting and repurposing. She takes you on all kinds of thrifting stuff. And so she did this pumpkin on one of her YouTube videos a couple of weeks ago. And so I was like, oh, I want to do one. And I did it out of drop cloth, and I thought, I need to do it live because they will love it. Hey, Claudia. So anyway, so it's a football shape. So just ignore this in the middle and just cut the shape out. So I did that already, and I've already cut out all of my pieces. So here's my big football. Well, my teardrop. We'll turn it like this so you don't have to look at the football. So this big oval, pointy oval, whatever it is. Kat, you're totally fine, because it was, when I look back in pictures, especially from the medicine from my back surgery, it made my face really, really swollen, all the steroids and stuff. So yeah, it was. Hey, Rhonda, no worries, no worries. Okay, so see, there's my two pieces, okay? So of course, smaller, bigger. So this pumpkin here, I did the bigger pieces, and I did 8, okay, for this one. Now, your pumpkin's going to be different sizes according to how many sections you use. This one was 8. I mean, it's a pretty good size. So if you wanted to make one like this and make it smaller, you could either use the smaller pattern, or you could use less panels, okay? So we're going to do that because I want to see how it's going to turn out. But I'm using drop cloth for one of them. And then the other one we're going to do, because this goes really, really quick, guys, is going to be this leopard, or is it cheetah? Is it cheetah? Is it leopard? Which is it, y'all? Because I really don't know the difference. Some people say it's leopard. Some people say it's cheetah print. Anyway, so this is, now I'll show you where I got this from. So I was just bebopping through Walmart one day, and you know how they have those big, huge bins in the middle of the aisle? Well, they always have these little fleece blankets that are like $4, or I don't even think they're $5, that have the little blanket stitch around the edge, and they're just the little fleece blanket, and they're in a roll. They're rolled up like this, and I saved the label for y'all because I opened it today so I could cut. But you know, they're rolled up like this, and this is what they look like. And I meant to scan this to see how much it was before I came on live, and I forgot. So, but there's the little barcode, but I can post the barcode when I post the pictures. But this is the little throw that I got. I bought it maybe a couple of weeks ago. It may have been more than that. And it was a throw. So think about fabric and think about other things you can use that are made of fabric that are less inexpensive. You can't really get a piece of fleece like at Joann's, this big and this print for less than $5. I'm pretty sure, because it can be kind of expensive. I call it leopard too. Some people say cheetah. Hey, Teresa and Barb. So it's just a fleece throw. So I saw it and I said, oh, I'm making some pumpkins with this. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to make some because I love this print. Because it's kind of neutral if you're looking for neutral. So who don't love a cheetah or a leopard pumpkin? Okay. So Oh, right now they're 3 something. Okay, Sue said. A lot of people in our area, they get those and they give them to animal rescue shelters because those are perfect little dog blankets, and they're inexpensive. Tammy, I'm doing Optavia is what it's called. Material. This material was a throw. The leopard one was a throw, and this is drop cloth. You can get them at any hardware store, and I did wash mine and I dried it, and it makes it softer. So anyway, so I'm going to show you how to make these. So the templates will be in the group. It'll be 2 pages on one template. You can either print both or print just one, but it is a football, but it's the perfect shape for what we're doing. So that's really the only thing I could find. Rather than freehanding it look all janky, so I did it. Leah says they're $3.98. Yeah, they're just little fleece, little blankets. They're just inexpensive, but it's fabric, guys, and it's not expensive. Okay, so I'm gonna do the drop cloth one first because this one is gonna be a little more difficult for y'all to see what I'm doing because of the print. So I cut out, let's see, this is, I gotta think. Okay, so this one is the big football, the big pattern, okay? So we're gonna do it in a minute. And since I kind of wanted a smaller one to match this guy, I'm using the smaller template for my drop cloth. Yeah, Dee Dee, you have to either make 1 or 2 or 10 or, you know, can you have enough pumpkins? I mean, is that a thing? Can you have too many pumpkins? Okay, Linda says maybe it's cheetah. Okay, so here is my little templates, and I cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because when Julie did hers, she did a pumpkin with 8, and then she did a pumpkin with 5. And so you can kind of experiment with how many you use. So I'm going to do a 5 one just to see what it looks like. Cheetah is smaller spots. Barb, you can use burlap. I just didn't because burlap just gets everywhere and the fibers float around and it makes me sneeze profusely. Oh, good, Kim. And I'm going to show you a trick too, because see how the edges are really frayed right here? I'm going to show you a trick that I saw Julie do. So I'm going to have to message her and say, hey girl, I did your pumpkin last night. But yeah, her name is Julie, and she's Julie Designs and Signs. She's local to me and super sweet, and she does a lot of thrifting and junking and stuff like that. Yes, you make tie blankets with those throws. Yes, I love doing tie blankets. No, you can't have too many pumpkins. Okay, so here is my football. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay out your first piece. This is so simple, it's just not even funny, okay? You can, Johnny, they'll be in the group because I don't have a place on my main page to put like files and stuff. So it has to be in the group. So yeah, Nancy, it's a cat. Oh, you just know it's a big cat. Okay, Valerie, I did get these like maybe, it's been like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. So it's been a while. And I haven't seen them since, or I would have grabbed another one probably. Yeah, I love burlap too, but it is messy. But yeah, you can use burlap. I don't see why you couldn't. But this part might be a little difficult with burlap because, you know, it's going to come through those holes. Okay. Tina made it through the hurricane. Yay, we're so glad. Cindy, you can use flannel. You can use whatever kind of fabric you want, and it's probably going to be stinking cute. So, yes, use your flannel. Okay. So, here's my football. Okay. So, all I'm going to do, well, I'm going to show you a trick that I learned first. So what I started doing was I started just putting my glue down, and then I was frantic, like trying to get all this lined up, and I was panicking because, you know, the glue gets cool really quickly. So what I started doing was I'm laying my 2 pieces together, okay? And y'all don't worry, they're not cut all perfect and pretty and all that. So I just sat on the couch and drew them on my fabric, and I cut them all out. Okay, so I put my 2 pieces together, and then I'm just going to lay this back, okay? So now I'm going to start at the very tippy top of this, and I'm just going to kind of go down the side, but I'm not gonna go all the way to the tippy top on this piece. I'm just gonna go about that far from the point, okay? Then I'm just gonna flip my piece right back over where it was, and then I'm just gonna sit here and press all the way down on that glue because I want it to kind of get in the fibers. Hey Becky, thank you Dawn. It's a Beware shirt. I think I showed y'all in a video, and I love. Sheila made it through the hurricane. Yay! We've been praying for all of y'all down there. I know it was horrific. Hey Nancy from Michigan. Okay, so we'll let that kind of set up a second. All right, so now I've got this. Just two pieces. It's only glued on one side. So now you're gonna fold that piece back like this. All right, so that's all. I just opened it up. You're gonna take your next one and we're gonna line it up. Stuff on my fabric. So I'm gonna line this one up again. Y'all are gonna be like, this is so easy. Hey Lenora. Hey Martha. Okay, so then I'm gonna peel that back again. And the reason I did that was because I was like scampering around trying to get my edges lined up and all of that. And I really didn't have to when I can line it up to start with and then just lay it right back down. Terry, I'm not. I'm using Gorilla Glue sticks. So they're pretty, they hold pretty well, but you can use the fabric ones if you want to. And you can totally sew this if you want to. I do sew, I have a sewing machine, but if I can hot glue it, guys, I'm gonna hot glue it. Thank you, Alice. It's from Beware. No, Gail, Beware is just where you order shirts. That's it. There's no club or anything. Hey, Connie. Susan, me too. If I can use hot glue. But they do make fabric ones. I think this is fabric. Sure Bonder makes fabric ones. And I do have some. I just use my Gorilla Glue. Okay. So now we've got three pieces done together. All right. So now I'm just going to fold this back. And like I said, I didn't glue all the way to the top. I'm gluing it about that way from the point because you want to have a place to open it up to put your stuffing in. All right, so now I'm just going to open that back up again. I'm going to take this piece, the next piece, and I'm going to line it up. Trust me on this part because you'll be sitting there trying to get it to line up and your glue's getting cold and all the good stuff. Okay, so then I'm just going to fold it back. And I'm putting my glue maybe a 1/4 inch from the very edge of the fabric. And you'll see why in a minute. So we'll have that little rough edge that sticks out. So then I'm just going to fold it back. And I do have this, but I don't think I need it with this. Hey Suzanne, welcome to my page. Your second time. Oh, you want the turkey? He's coming out Thursday. Emily, I was having internet problems too earlier and I couldn't, I was like, oh gosh, I gotta have internet. Because out here I don't have good service. Okay. So now we're gonna fold this out again. So this is what we have. We have 4 of them together, okay? I'm gonna lay it back down the way it was. So I'm gonna fold that out one more time. This is my 5th piece. So I'm gonna lay it on that one. And Julie has this video on YouTube, where she has a bunch of, it's other stuff in the video too. And she has an overhead picture, if you want to see that too. All right, so I got them lined up. And then I'm just gonna fold it back. And that's just so you won't be scurrying around and your glue's trying to get cold on you. And I'm doing the same thing. And I'm going about 1 inch from the top of the point, but I'm going all the way down up there. Okay. Yeah, I'm making a pumpkin. I'm making this right here. See all the little edges that stick out? I love it. I know, Susan, I don't know if I'll ever get them back. So, I don't know. Okay, so now we have this. We have 5 pieces. I'm doing this one in 5. This one was 8 panels. 8 of these, okay? So now we have this. So now I'm going to close it up. So I'm going to take this edge and this edge. And like I said, I'm going to line it up first before I glue it. So I'm not panicking around trying to get it to line up. Get it together. But you're going to have a different pumpkin depending on how many panels you use. And you can always make your own pattern and make small ones if you want to. I just wanted a big behemoth one. Candy, the templates are going to be in my my football templates are going to be in the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal. It is, this small one is, and I tried to put it as big on the paper as I could get it. It's 10 1/4 long and 6 wide. This is the small one, I think. Yeah, this is the small one. Okay, and I'll tell you about the big one in a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to fold that back. And I'm going to start down here and start my glue. But I am going to do this again, so if you're just missing the first part, then I'm going to do this again, okay? Because I'm going to make another one. It's going to be so cute. How long is it from point to point? 10. This was 10 1/4, I think it was. So I just kind of press on my glue because I want it to get in those fibers really good. Martha, it is drop cloth. It's just a painter's drop cloth from Harbor Freight. I bought it, washed it, dried it. Marilyn, I don't know. She used 8 and 5, and so I was kind of scared to do anything live that I didn't know was going to work. So you might can and make it bigger. Okay, so now you have this pocket thing that looks like a deflated hot air balloon is what it looks like, okay? So this is what you have. So now, here's the trick to the frayed edges. These little edges, to get them to look like this, super easy. I was just like, it works. Okay, so you're gonna lay them down. I'm gonna pull out one at a time. You're gonna get your old trusty sanding block from Dollar Tree. And this works good on this drop cloth. I don't know about any other fabric, but this is like really loosely woven. So it gets to look like this. Because I wanted it tattered. So then I'm just going to flip to the next one and see all these little strings that come off. And then I'm just going to just sand it. And to me, this is easier than doing it but after you stuff it. Hey Sandy, hey Melanie. Crystal, I'm just using regular old Gorilla hot glue sticks. Nothing special, but it's really good glue sticks. I won't go back to using anything else since I started using those. Okay, so see, you got all these little hairs. Okay, so I'm just going all the way around. And I'm going to go all the way around again on the other side. So just get your sandpaper, sanding block, something, and just kind of make those edges fray. And it's going to look all tattered looking. And I'm back to where I started. So now I'm going to flip it over because this side's not frayed. And then I'm just going to go back again. We only did that one side, so I got to do this sides. And then you just keep on working at it. And if you want it more frayed, then just keep sanding. Just kind of pull those little fabric, this stuff out, and it's going to look all tattered. So I'm just sand. And you can try this on other fabric and see if it works. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. Yes, Laura, me too. I mean, I like decor. I do. I like to buy decor from stores like Hobby Lobby and all that. But too, I like to see if I can make my stuff. Because that drop cloth was like $7, $9 maybe, and it's huge. Y'all know how big they are. And they're very inexpensive, and I will use that drop cloth for so many other projects that, you know, I could make a whole pumpkin patch if I wanted to, and they were $9. It was $9 for the whole thing. I could make pumpkins for everybody I know, or make me a whole bunch for $9. Fabric, if y'all have priced fabric these days, you about can't get a yard for less than $9. If it's on sale, maybe. Okay, so I've got all of them looking like this, okay? So you do this side, and then you do this side, because you remember it's two pieces together. All right, so see, it's gonna be stinking cute once we get it stuffed. Here comes the fun part. Now, I do have polyfill, but this was like some throw pillows that I had let me make sure my bottom is all. So if you look at your bottom and make sure it's glued together. Now she took a circle of fabric and glued hers on the inside, but I'm just gonna glue mine together. So I do have polyfill, but this was like a throw pillow that no longer matched my decor. I didn't have the quilt or whatever that it matched it. So I opened up that throw pillow and I took all the stuffing out and of course tossed the throw pillow, and then look, I have all that. Yes, Jennifer, you would need to make bigger pieces, and I just did it as big as I could get it on a piece of regular paper. But if you want to draw your own pattern, take your paper and then just fold it in half like that, and then you can just draw like half of a oval, and then when you cut it and open it up, you know, like Valentine's, it's going to be, you know, your little circle. I just did the template because it would be straight and perfect and my oval wouldn't be wonky. Yes, it's 10 1/4. Where'd I get the drop cloth? Harbor Freight. You can get them on Amazon. Super inexpensive. But you can dye this if you have Rit dye, or get you some acrylic paint and some water. Put your cloth down in it and you can dye these any color you want. So for $9 or whatever it is for this drop cloth, I think it was like $9 at Harbor Freight. Hey Melinda, you're okay, just welcome. Julie's Designs and Signs is her page, and then she has a YouTube channel. She thrifts and decorates, and she sells a lot of her thrift and finds and stuff. Marilyn, you get the stuffing out of your dog toys. So see, this was 5 panels, and the other one is 8. I'll show it to you in a second. So it's a lot smaller than my first one. Yes, you could put rocks in there and give them some more weight. You sure could, yes. Old pillows, and you can go to Dollar General and get you a $2.50 pillow and get all this out of there. It's a lot cheaper than polyfill. And I didn't get the polyfill down. Maybe I won't need it. I don't think I'll need it. I was thinking, oh goodness, I'm not gonna have enough, because my first pumpkin took a lot. Oh, Ramona, you follow Julie? Well, she lives in my town. We've been trying to get together, and Kim's already got her drop cloth washed. She's running to her craft room now to get hers to make these pumpkins. Home Depot has them. Ace Hardware, Menards. We don't have a Menards, but I'm sure some of y'all do. And any hardware store is going to have a drop cloth. Amazon. They're really inexpensive, but it's real durable fabric, and it's not rough. It's real soft after I washed it. Okay, so you can stuff it however you want it, you know. Keep stuffing a little bit, but remember, we got to close this too. So I don't want to get it to where I can't close it. All right, so now all this stuff's flying around in the air. Renee, I am making this is a pumpkin, and I'm showing you how to make the pumpkin. Okay, so this is 8, and this is 5. But I used my smaller template for this one, okay? You're going to get 2. You're going to get a bigger one and then a smaller one. So this is 5, and see how I poofed out all of my panels are? And then this one is kind of gathered in the middle of my panels, because when I went to pull it closed, I really had to pull on it because I stuffed it so much. So it automatically made these little creases in the panels on its own, which I'm okay with because we know that pumpkins aren't perfect, right? So it looks super cute. So I didn't tie any jute or anything. It just puckered like that. So this was 8 panels with the big pattern. This is 5 with the smaller one. So it's whatever you like and your liking, okay? All right, so now you have all these little points that come all up here together. And I am gonna go ahead and kind of close a few of them to finish gluing them together. Yeah, Tina's all set for some late night crafting. She got a drop cloth, but you can use any fabric, guys. Don't think you got to go buy a drop cloth. The next one I'm going to make is out of a little fleece blanket I bought at Walmart. So, Gail, I had all that stuffing. I saved it out of my pillows. I wasn't going to throw it away. I'll reuse it. Even though the pillow had it, the stuffing was still good. Okay. Now, I'm still leaving my little hole in the middle. Now, you could use anything you want for a stem, and I'm trying my best to find my stems. Okay. Ooh, I got glue stuck to my arm. I know, I love the gathers too. I do like this one, but I do love how that one puckers and gathers. And I still could tie jute around it and make it do that. This is my little bag of these because they make a mess. All my little Dollar Tree little stumps and sticks. So I didn't want to go out and have to cut my twigs. So I glued 3, those are 3 of these glued together, okay? And I hid it with the jute, so you can't tell that it's two pieces or 3 pieces. So let's see, let me find, about need some more, I'm about running out. I think that might be enough. Okay. All right. So I'm going to glue these together. Make my little stem. But we'll cover it up with some jute and you'll never know it's 2 pieces. I know. And this is so soft. And you could put this on your bed, wherever. I mean, I know it's got a stem on it. You're not going to lay on it, obviously. I glued the panels with just Gorilla Glue sticks. But I do have fabric glue sticks, but I didn't use them. But this is what I use. Once I started buying these and using these, I never went to anything else because it literally holds metal, plastic, wood, glass, leather, fabric, floral, foam, and jewelry. That's what it says it holds together on that little panel right there. So, and it says low temp. Maybe I need to turn it down for fabric. Okay. All right, so I am gonna put my stem right here, and I'm just kind of fitting it in the little hole. And this is just where you kind of have to do, you know, there's no really instruction for this part. You're just gonna put glue all around it like that, and then I'm gonna put it right down in my little hole and just hold it until it's all set up or close to it. Yes, Maria, I'm gonna put the template in the group because that's the only place I can put it. Yeah, old spools or spindles or wine corks or anything like that, or go out in the yard, cut you some little branches and make you some stems. You could gather a whole bunch of little ones together and tie them together with jute and make your own stem. Brown paper, you can make your own stem and twist it and make a stem. I showed y'all how to make these with jute and Mod Podge. I need to make some more. I've got 2 little pieces and that's it. Okay, so So let me put another little, I mean, we're not gonna be sitting here like pulling on the stem or anything, but I mean, it's there, it's not going anywhere. So that's what we have so far, super cute. So where is my jute? This big ball, I don't even know where this came from, but I'm gonna use it. And it has a knot in it. Of course it does, because I wanna use it. Okay. Thank you, Linda. I'm excited for the next one because I want to see that leopard one. It's going to look so cute. On the ground at the farmer's market. See, you can just get natural free stuff. So I'm just going to put a dot of jute back here on the back of my pumpkin and get that started. Judy, they've got to be cotton. They're not, they feel like canvas, but they're not rough. It's not like duck cloth and it's really rough. It's really soft after you wash it. So now I'm just gonna take my jute and just kind of wrap it around, but mainly I wanna cover up where I glued my two little stumps together. So you're not really gonna be able to tell that it was two pieces. So it's always a way to camouflage it, right? Hey Susan from Canada, welcome. I'm glad you like it here. There's a bunch of good people on here. I have a bunch of the most wonderful followers. I'll show you, Lori, I'll show you how to do the dowels, but well, to make these. Because I even got my stuff out because I knew somebody was going to ask. And I wrapped my dowel and I'm ready to go because I knew somebody was going to ask and I need to make more anyway. Okay, so there is my cute little tattered pumpkin. And he's going to look so cute next to my other little guy. Look how stinking cute. But don't go nowhere because we're going to do this leopard and it's going to look so awesome. Okay. But I want to add something else where I laid my scraps down after I cut out all of my pieces. What did I do with them? Hold on. Oh, here they are. Okay. So I sat on the couch after I drew out all of my little, thank y'all for the hearts, all of my pieces. Oh, there's another, I just found him. And here's like the remnants of where I cut out. There's the tag for the blanket. It's 50 by 60 inches, that blanket is. So you can get a lot of fabric out of that. A lot of pumpkins. Okay, so I'm going to take this. We're going to give him a little leopard flair too. And I'm going to attempt, I'm going to fold this in half and I'm just going to kind of wing this. I'm going to cut me a little leaf or attempt to cut a pumpkin leaf or something. Maybe it'll turn out and look halfway decent. Okay, so there's my leaf. So I'm going to put that here. And I'm gonna just put a dot of glue and glue my little leopard leaf on. Now this pumpkin, I used some of those Dollar Tree leaves and I just cut those up and made them like this one. I pieced together, kind of made it look like a leaf and I glued those on. So use what you have, but I thought I was gonna add a little bit of flair to him because I want them to kind of match. But so all I did was I'm just folding it in half like we used to do when we made our Valentines. That tag has got to go. Like I said, this is my scrap. So I'm just going to fold it in half. And then I'm just kind of trying to cut a little something, leaf or something. I'm just cutting like one little point. And then I'm going to kind of go to a point. So I just kind of cut that shape. It looks funny, I know, but see? And it's gonna make us a little leaf. So I'm gonna put that one right there. But yeah, somebody said the flannels. How cute would this be in flannel? It'd be adorable. Or even drop cloth with flannel leaves. Look how cute. I'm so glad I found more tendrils. So this is the tendrils that I make, and I'll show you in a minute how we make them. But I just kind of pull it out, and I cut off sort of what I want. And then you can kind of, and there's no wire. This is all jute and Mod Podge. That's all it is. So I'm just going to glue it on. And they stay springy. That's the good thing about it. Oh, dried up gourds. That's nice. Hey, Mandy. There's Mandy from Western Grace Home Decor, my friend. Okay. See, look at how cute those tendrils are. And they're going to stay like that because we Mod Podged them and they're super stiff. Look. See? They're going to stay that way. So anyway, so here's little guy, big guy. But see, I love the way this puckers. But it's because I stuffed it so much that I was like having to sit here and glue it and like hold it and pray that it would stay together until it totally set up and then I'd let go. So that's caused to have all of these little puckers and I love it. But that's 8 panels. This is 5. So see the different looks you can get from the different sizes. Okay, so let me move. Woo, they're rolling down everywhere. Okay, so now we're going to make the one I'm excited about. This piece of floral foam I don't need. Okay, so this template is the big football. Mandy, I'm having to use footballs because I couldn't find an oval in Canva. So, so here's the big one. This is the little one. Not much difference, but there is a little bit. I just wanted it a little bit smaller. Okay, thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah, y'all say hey to Mandy. If you don't follow Mandy, y'all go see her. She's Western Grace Home Decor. She makes all kinds of amazing stuff. Okay, so I got all my little footballs cut out of my blanket. This was a blanket from Walmart, one of them little $4 rolled up little fleece blankets. Okay, so you're going to lay out your piece. And you're going to take another piece. Trust me on this because I did it the hard way the first time. And there's nothing wrong. You're still going to have the same outcome, okay? But it's just easier on you. So I go ahead and line it up. And then I'm going to fold that back, okay? Because I'm going to put my glue here and then I'm going to fold it down. So I'm going to start at the point, and then I'm going to go about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. And then I'm stopping at about 1 inch from the very point up here. Then all you have to do is flip your side down and just, I sit here and mash it because I want it to get into the fibers of that fabric and hold it really good. Yes, Mandy's gonna make some, and she'll Mandyfy hers up a whole lot more than me. Hey Martha, I've missed you too. Okay, so all I did was I just did one side. Now see how hard this is because it's print for y'all to see it, but I just glued one side down. Okay, so now you're gonna take this and you're gonna open up this piece, the piece that you just glued. And you're going to take this piece, your next piece, and you're going to lay it down and get it lined up. Trust me, because when your glue's drying and you're trying to fiddle and trying to get all your stuff lined, yeah, and it sticks to that glue, it's over. All right, so I'm starting at the point, and I'm going about 1/4 of an inch from the edge of my fabric and stopping at about 1 inch from the point up here. And then all you have to do is let go of your side and just sit here and tap it. Just so I want it to seep into that material really good. And the drop cloth probably has a little bit more tooth for the glue to hold on to than this fleece, but we're going to see. And if you have a gap that opens up, just get your glue, put your glue in there, and just glue it back. No big deal. Because sometimes you might have a little space that didn't catch the fabric. That's why I sit here and just kind of make sure. All right, so then we're going to open this side up. And we're going to lay the next piece and line it up with that one. Because about the first 2 or 3 pieces, I was fiddling around trying to get it lined up after the glue was on the fabric. And I thought, no, this got to be an easier way. Okay, so then you're going to flip it back. And you're going to put glue on that piece that's already there. Stop about 1 inch from the top. And then you just flip it back. And you just sit here and tap it and make sure it gets in there good. Yes, Janelle, I thought about that, like doing one panel this and one panel drop cloth and make them patchwork. Oh my goodness. Kay, the large one is 10 1/4 from point to point and 6 inches wide. But it will be in the group, just be easier for y'all to do the, to have a template like me. My oval would look all wavy. Okay. So there's that one. We're doing 8 on this one, okay? So now I'm going to open that piece up. Going on to the next. So I'm lining it up again. Now I'm going to flip it back. And you'll get real good at this after you've done it several times. And you'll be gluing these things. It takes longer to cut them out than it does to actually make the pumpkin. Okay. So then you're going to flip it back in place. Boop. Yeah, this is regular Gorilla Glue sticks. I don't know what I did with them. Just regular. I just get them at Walmart. Amazon has them too. But that's what I use. And I'm telling you, it would hold the car bumper on. I promise. Okay, so I've got that mashed. So now I'm opening that one up. I'm going to line the next piece. Because remember, we're doing 8 on this one. Okay. I didn't want to do 8 on the first one and just lose y'all. Because you'd be like, oh my goodness. But I wanted to make a big leopard one because I was like, oh, I want to use this fabric, this blanket so bad. Okay, so flip it back. Yeah, the fleece won't fray, so you don't have to worry about doing like what I did with the sanding block on the edges. I used a sanding block sandpaper to get that to fray like that. So it's not going to happen on fleece because you're not going to get that fray. But you're still going to have that little seam sticking out. It's going to be super cute. Was listening in the truck, now you're home. Debbie's in the car watching. Okay, so we're going to flip this open. We got 2 more. So we're going to line it up again. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this one in its full glory. Okay. And then I'm going to fold that one. But now Janelle's got me thinking about making one that's alternating panels. That would look so cool. And just know you're going to use a lot of glue. Because that was almost a whole stick when I started. And they're like this long. Kathy, you're so sweet. Pink and shears. Yes, Sharon, you could cut them with pink and shears and make it cool on the edge. You could do all that. There's so many different variations that you could do to this to change it up and make it look totally different than the next person. Yes, Andrea. See, she said the same thing, the pink and shears. And I have some, but mine are dull, though. That's the only thing. Okay, one more time. I'm opening it up. And you could glue it to this one. It would be fine, but I'm just kind of continuing. Because, see, y'all see I got all this laid out. And I just hope it's going to turn out because, you know, I mean, I feel like it will. But trust me on lining it up first. I promise. You'll be like, oh, now I know why she did that now. And I turned it on low because on the package it said for fabric use low temp. I don't know. So I turned it on low. I never read the back of the package. Yes, I love the drop cloths. But like I said, you can dye this stuff, okay? You can put some acrylic paint and some water. Put your fabric down in there to the color that you like it. You know, the more paint you put, the darker it's going to be. And dye your own fabric. It's not like you're going to be putting these in the washing machine. And acrylic paint really won't wash out anyway. Okay, yeah, there, Kaylee just put the group link, so if you want to go to the group and go ahead and join, you can, but answer the questions to get in. And then I'm going to put, when I get off, I'll put the templates up. Okay, so now we have this. It's going to look super cute, y'all. I'm so excited. Okay, so with it laying all down like it was, let me show you what it looks like. So you've got this nice, pretty looking little fan fold thing, okay? There's one edge, here's the other. So now we're gonna glue those together so we can create our circle. Okay, so I'm gonna lay it, I'm gonna line it up again. And then, just like that. And then I'm gonna kind of flip it. Just gonna kind of flip it back. And I'm putting it about 1/4 of an inch from the edge, just so you'll have a seam allowance almost, because I want that to stick out. And plus you don't want the glue to ooze out and you see the glue on the outside of your pumpkin. Okay. It's almost ready to be stuffed. So cool. Okay. Like I said, just kind of sit there and mash your glue. Get that glue worked into that fabric pretty good. And if you use burlap, y'all know it's got holes and it's going to ooze out and all that. So you can try it. But there are some tighter woven burlaps you can get, so it might look good with that. Yes, remnants from Hobby Lobby, y'all. That's my favorite place to go in the store is the remnant pile. Okay, so now we have what looks like a deflated hot air balloon or a Goodyear blimp or something. It's the pumpkin without his looks like one of those grandma hats that people, you know, they used to have. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Oh, Kathy, you're so sweet. So I am going to look at my bottom and make sure that there's, you know, I'm going to kind of put some glue in there and make sure that it's all attached, because it's not. So I'm just going to kind of hold it like this and make it together. And I think Julie cut a circle and she went on the inside and put it on the bottom of hers. You can do that. Yes, Tammy, you can rewatch this and make it again when you get ready to make it. It's a bonnet, Rhonda said. Yeah, it's one of them, y'all know, it's a beret, like a, yeah, it's like one of them. Gail, it's a place in my town that does them. They're called Permanent Jewelry, and they're soldered together so they don't come off. I keep them on all the time. Camouflage, yeah, y'all are just like, I see the wheels are turning and y'all have gotten all these ideas. Okay, so I'm getting over here. The big one he just bit the dust. I got too much on my table. Yeah, I got too much on my table. Okay, so I'm just going to start stuffing it. And this is going to take a lot of stuffing because that one did. But I stuffed it too. I couldn't get any more in it. And like I said, I had to just hold my breath and pull all of it together, try to get it to stay. So this is an old throw pillow I had that I threw away. I kept the stuffing out of it. And it's a rain bonnet. Debbie, the fabric is a fleece throw from Walmart. So if you're looking for this fabric, there it is. It's just one of those little rolled up little throws from Walmart. Hobby Lobby is clearancing out a lot of fabric. Ooh, I don't need any more fabric, but I love it. This one's I know, I cannot wait to see. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, this looks store-bought. You totally can't tell that I glued it. And if you sew, by all means, just sew down the lines where I glued. It's the same thing, and it's gonna look just as cute. But I'm not gonna be like throwing these around unless my boys decide to play catch with them or something, but they probably won't. I'll threaten them with an inch of their life. So I just stuff it until I can't stuff anymore. And of course, if you want it to be taller or whatever, make your template bigger. You probably have to draw it out on a piece of paper and cut it out. But I'm just stuffing. Corduroy, Judy, yes. And then, you know, those Hobby Lobby had those velvet pumpkins that were gorgeous. I don't know if y'all saw those, but they were beautiful. Angie, I'm making pumpkins like this. This was a drop cloth. This is a blanket from Walmart, just a little $3 or $4 blanket. So yeah, think about fabric when you look at stuff, you know, like when people were making the mask when the pandemic came in 2020. It's like use flat sheets. That's cotton material, and it's not that expensive to buy a flat sheet. Because, you know, fabric was like unheard of. You couldn't get it. It was like all sold out because people were making masks. Okay. So it's like use a flat sheet. All right, so see how big the hole is, okay? Because, of course, the more you stuff it, it's going to do that. So this is where the part comes in where you just kind of have to hope and pray. And then that's where these little creases are going to come from, because that's a big hole. But I could take some out and see if it'll come a little closer together. Okay. So now this is going to take a little while probably. So I'll tell you what, I did cheat a little bit though. I used these. So I'm going to glue these. So you kind of have to manhandle it, and you kind of have to kind of pull it in together. And just sit here and it doesn't take much at all. You could probably get a yard. You could probably get a couple of pumpkins, I would say, at least. Yeah, we're still talking about the bag of polyfill that I popped and it came open. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, see, I kind of held it together. And I'm just kind of going to go around and do the same thing. And I'm just gluing those inches together. That you made a leaf template. It's in the group. It's in the reveal group. The one I made my mantle, the stuff on my mantle, it's in the group. Look under files in the group. There's a. If you look in the group at the very top, there's a little section that says files. It should be in there. And this is where this will be. When I get off the live, I will put this in the group so y'all can make your football pumpkins. Because I was like, I couldn't find this shape. So, what's the next best thing? A football. Hey, Dora from Indiana. That was so funny, wasn't it, Nancy? I know, I love this leopard print. So y'all gotta look for the blankets at Walmart. But like I said, a lot of people in my area, they buy them and they use them for dog rescue blankets and stuff, and they donate them to the rescue place. Kaylee, you think I'm gonna burn my fingers? I'm okay. I turned it on low too, so I did turn it down like the directions said. Lori, you could do a gather and stitch and run it around and cinch it up. I'm trying to be no-so. All right, I'm scared when I let go it's gonna like pop back open. It did on one of them, so I'm kind of having to manhandle it. But you know, then you got these. Then you kind of get smart. Use your little binder clip to help you. So, let's see. See if I got these. Put some more glue. Oh, I cannot wait to see this one finished. It's going to look so good. Look, see, that works good. You just kind of clip it and let it sit there. But I do have it on low temp because the package said fabric low temp. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Sandra, howdy from Texas. My hole's getting smaller. Let me do one more. It keeps kind of coming open, so I'm just kind of having to go back over some of it. Okay, so I got my clips. So now I got to make my stem. This is what we're making. But now we're making it out of this blanket from Walmart. Let's see. There's one. It's probably going to take 3 again. 2. I need some more of these things. I don't have... Trying to find a fat one. I keep them in this bag because all this little birch stuff comes off and it makes a mess. Let's see. Trying to find them where they're kind of... They're different colors, but oh well. We'll put that dark one on the bottom. Well, that ain't gonna work either. Oh well. I can't find the one I want. Ah, then I just dropped them all in the bag. Here's a fat one. Okay, here we go. It's bigger than that one. But I've about used all my little stumps. Okay. So I'm going to go with this and I'm just going to wrap jute around it. So I'm going to glue them together. So see, they kind of slant, so I'm trying to get it to where it'll be straight. I know, Tammy, I love it. Look at him. He's so soft and cuddly. He's all fleecy. Okay. Now there's my makeshift stem. You hope everybody's going to be going to Walmart trying to get the blanket. Hello. There's my son. He just walked in. You all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll be in there in a minute.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Oh, okay. He got in trouble earlier because I didn't know where he was. He didn't tell me he was going to play basketball with friends, and he got in trouble. Okay, so he said, I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all heard him or not. Okay, so I'm going to put my stem down in here, but I'm going to put some glue. Just coat that sucker up. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of gather up my fabric and hold it to the stem and let it set up. Hello, son. It's Chase is his name. I looked at our Walmart online and that one is sold out. I'm telling you, I saw the bin of these. They were in a bin that had a whole bunch of different ones. And I just grabbed it. And then the next time I went in Walmart, they were all gone. I was like, dang. But like I said, some people buy them for the animal rescue and stuff like that. They make good little dog blankets for the rescue. You can make it, I promise. It's not as hard as it looks. It's very, very simple, actually. Okay, so there it is. So see my stem, look at it, it's all janky, but we're going to fix it. See, it's all kind of gathered up on its own because I had to pull it so much in that it kind of gathers and makes its own little puckers itself. But you still have this look of this edge that sticks out. Okay. So where is my jute? I'm going to put this on the floor because I'm done with that. All right, here we go. This was a roll. I think it all came apart. Okay, so now one of my sides just popped off of my stem, so I got to glue it back. Have a dog blanket like that. The dog would think it's his. He'd be tearing it up and grabbing his mouth and throwing it around. And how many out of this blanket? It's 50 by 60, and I lined the footballs up across one end, and I just cut one end off, and I cut 8 of the big footballs out of it. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to glue I'm about out of glue again. Glue my jute on the back of my stem. Wonky is good, yeah. Wonky pumpkins are wonky and the stems are wonky. Okay, I got my jute, so I'm just gonna start wrapping it around, but I'm gonna try my best to cover up any glue that's down there and the cracks in my stem, so nobody will know that we pieced it together. but just kind of go all around in different ways, whatever you want to do. And you don't have to do this part. It's just the way of hiding that my cracks in my stem, because it's not one piece. Hold on. Not pulling it tight enough. Just going around, and then I'm going to just cut it off and glue that end down. Hey, Suzanne. And get that glued down, and then I'm going to get my tendrils, and I promise y'all I'm going to show you again how to make them. So here's my other piece I found a minute ago. Still has a little dried Mod Podge on it. So see, I can get maybe 1 or 2 out of that, just because depending on how long you want them to be and how far you kind of stretch it out. And that one's got like this tail on it. So we'll glue this down in my, somewhere down in there. Here's the other one. If I make any more, I'm gonna need more tendrils for sure. Judy's like, I see some fabric pumpkins. Y'all, and I love fall stuff because you can leave this stuff out so long. But look how stinking cute this is. I mean, see, the bottom doesn't even look bad. But, I mean, you could glue a circle over that and cover it up if you wanted to. But see how the puckers, it just does it on its own because I had to pull the hole tight. But look how stinking cute this is. I got leaves and stuff everywhere. But see, his leaves, we're going to make some, let's make some drop cloth leaves for him. But look how stinking adorable this is. Ugh, I just can't. How much would you pay for this at Hobby Lobby? And I could make, I don't know how many out of that one drop cloth. I've already cut out some leaves from earlier out of my little scraps from where I cut out my footballs. That's what I did. I cut out my leaves out of that. So I'm going to put drop cloth leaves on him. You can add as many as you want to. And see, they're not perfect. They just kind of look like, I don't know, duck feet or something. But once you get them on there, do what you want to. But you can also use the burlap ones they have from Dollar Tree and cut them. That's what I did on this one. Those are just those leaves that's got the little wire on it. And I cut them up and I pieced that one together. Burlap, whatever kind you want to make your leaves with. You could tie some strips of that burlap, of the drop cloth, tear some strips, some lace. You could do all kinds of stuff. You could put moss around the top. You can do all kinds of stuff with these pumpkins. But y'all, I just can't. My favorite is the 8, I will have to say. This is the 5, but these are both the big footballs, and they're 8 panels. So, it's as big as my head. It's a pretty good size pumpkin. Yeah, you would pay a lot at Hobby Lobby or anywhere for a stuffed pumpkin. Walmart, I don't know of any of them that I've seen that are under $10. That are this stinking cute. Okay, so the blanket, let me show you the blanket. So it's 50 by 60, okay? And I cut the top. Where's my football? Okay. I cut a strip across the top. I laid this down and I drew with a Sharpie on my blanket. So I cut a strip that wide across the top of my blanket. So all the way across. Here's one side. There's another. But y'all see how much I have left? I could probably make, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I could probably make 3, if not 4 more from this one little $4 blanket. So I could probably make maybe 5 of these, maybe. Make a small one and then 4 big ones out of this $4 or whatever it was blanket from Walmart. You can't beat that. And then the stuffing I had, because it was out of a throw pillow that I was going to throw away. And then the stems I had, they're from Dollar Tree, or you can go out in the yard and get free sticks. And so, look, I still have all of this to make more pumpkins or whatever I want with it. Cute. Can make all kinds of cute stuff. And they're going to be in my group, the Turquoise Valentine's Crafters Reveal group. And they'll be in the Files tab. Just ask to join the group and answer the questions. Thank you, Kimberly. Yeah, that blanket is probably, y'all seen them, in the little bin at Walmart. And then the drop cloth is like, I would say $7.99, $9.99 at Harbor Freight. And it's huge. And I could probably get, I don't know how many more out of the drop cloth. So you can make them for everybody you know. Or you can sew them if you want to sew them. So now I'm going to show you, for those of y'all who haven't seen me do this, I'm going to show you how to make your little tendrils, okay? Because I got to make some anyway. Now I just got to figure out, hang on, let me grab me a little cup to put my Mod Podge in. Okay. Hang on. Okay. So, I like to use these little fruit cup bowls from Dollar Tree for stuff like this, just because it's the perfect size. So, you're going to take you some jute. Get you a big long piece. Well, alright, so I'm going to cut this big long piece of jute. Just however. I've got a wood dowel. Okay, you could use a magic marker, anything that's round like this. You can use whatever you want to use. I just pulled this dowel out because I knew somebody was going to ask. Yes, you can make trees. Yes, we'll make some trees out of that. That'll be cute. Okay, so I'm going to take my jute, and then I'm going to put a good bit, and you can do this with white school glue too. You don't have to have Mod Podge. I'm going to put a good bit in my little cup, and I'm just going to get that jute just saturated with it. But anything that's round, you know, it doesn't have to be, and you're going to cover it with saran wrap. So see, I've got mine covered, because if you don't, your jute's going to stick to your rod. Okay, yeah, I'll measure the small one. Hold on just a second. So I'm just kind of getting my all that jute just soaked with Mod Podge, okay? And then I got an even bigger knot. Okay, so now, messy hands and everything, you're just going to take it, you're going to start at your top of your dowel right here. And you got to get it kind of started. And then you're just going to start wrapping it around. And you can get your little wraps close together, but you don't want them to touch, because if you get them to touch, when you take it off the rod, they're going to be glued together. So you can kind of wrap it on there and then kind of push them, and you can spread them apart a little bit. And you're just going to kind of keep winding. And then you're going to let this set overnight. And after it's set overnight, it's going to be dry and stiff. And you're just going to pull it, just kind of work it a little, and then slide it right off your dowel. And if the saran wrap comes with it, you can just work the saran wrap right out and wiggle it, it'll come out. And then you have, you'll have the perfect tendrils. Okay, so see, when they're touching, you just kind of want to spread them apart. You don't want to wrap it so tight till they're all touching. But see how I have them all spread out like that? And if the top won't stay, then you just get something and kind of do like that. And so I'll just kind of prop this up over here against my little paintbrush holder. And then tomorrow when I come in here, it'll be all dry. And it'll be all dry and I can take it off and I'll have a whole bunch more tendrils. Okay, so the small football. All right. Let's see. So it is, I don't know where my, oh, here's my ruler. I'm saying I ain't even going to try to look for it because this table's a mess. Okay, it's 10. The other one's 10 1/4. No, wait a minute. Did I measure this one already? Hold on. Okay. The little one is 10 1/4 by 6. The small one. And the big one is 11 it's 11 by 6 3/4. Let me just do this. Hold on. 11 inches by 6. Okay, so this is the big football. That's how big it is. If you want to screenshot that, that's how big that football is. And then the small one we said was 10 1/4 by 6. So 10 1/4 by 6. So that's the small one. If you want to draw your own, but like I said, if you want to draw your own, just take your paper. If you don't have a printer and you can't print this out, I'll just do it with that. This is I don't even know, some kind of marker. Okay, so fold your paper long ways in half and get as far over to the edge as you can get and just make a half. See, mine's wonky, but and then you're just gonna cut it out and you're gonna have a football. Might be a fat one, but I don't know. But you can make it as skinny or as fat as you want to, see? Then that's another way. So if you don't have a printer, that's how you can make your own template. So there you go. This one's pretty wide. It's 7 1/2 wide. And 10 3/4 long. So see, I got pretty close. But so you can make your own template if you don't have your a printer to print these footballs out. But that's how you can do it. And you can make it small. You know, make a smaller one and make tinier ones. You can do whatever. What section is the turkeys? The turkeys, I don't have them up yet. I'm going to release them Thursday. But this is the turkeys everybody's asking about. I did these 2 years ago. And I've had people asking me ever since to put them back. So I'm going to put them back Thursday. This is what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like when you get it, okay? Let me get them apart. I don't want to take him apart because once you once you paint the wood, it fits a little tighter. So this is what you'll get, is this whole little kit. I mean, it's that big. So I got little hands, but it's 6 1/2 tall. So it's that tall. And then the whole thing is 7 3/4 wide. So then all you have to do is you paint all your pieces. And they have slots. Let me get it off so I can show you. See, it has slots. And it just slides together like this. I did do a painted version 2 years ago that was colored. Woo, that noise. And it's packed up with all my decor, so I couldn't get him out, but he's been hiding in here for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, so there it is. So see, it's all like sectioned, and you could do, somebody posted when I posted it today about they put scrapbook paper on theirs and made it super cute. Paint it however you want it. It's just, and it sits just flat on the table like that. So stinking cute. So see, you can see the back side and you can see the front side. It's so cute. So I've had a lot of requests for this because I did it 2 years ago. and he's coming out of the vault to be cut again. And I'm up to my eyeballs in turkeys today. I've got a bunch of turkeys. So I've got that Mod Podge all over my hands. Anyway, so that's the turkey. Super cute. I just did the dark with the distress. That's just how I wanted to do this one. Super cool, but it'll look cute in your table. But he will come out Thursday before I go live, so it'll be like 6. What store can you buy the turkeys? Kim, they're in my shop. If you'll go to my page, if you click my name and go to my page, I'm trying to get a wipe. I have a link tree at the very top of the page. It's the first post, and if you click that, you'll see my shop, and you can go to my shop, and I have lots of other stuff there too, but those will be in the shop Thursday. Look at that. I look like I'm peeling. I got Mod Podge. See, I'm gonna have my little tendrils. They're already starting to dry. They're not white anymore, but it'll dry, and we'll have tendrils like this tomorrow. Look, y'all, I'm so excited about my pumpkins. I cannot wait. I'm gonna put them in my house. Like I have enough. I don't have enough, do I? How many is enough? Rhonda, okay, take yourself to bed. Gobble, gobble. Yeah, he's so cute. Thank you, Debbie. Thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all try these because I want to see so many different versions in the group. I know y'all will do it. Oh, Barbara, that was your first project. You got to find him. Thank you, Kathy. I'm trying. Night, Tina. Okay, there's my shop. Tammy just put it up. There's my shop. My earrings are in there too. My little pumpkin earrings. Greta, they will be in my shop Thursday at 6 p.m. I think is what time I posted. Yeah, Nancy, for the other side of my fireplace where there's no pumpkins. Yeah, I'm going to put these on my pew, though. I have my pew in my house now. It's not in my garage anymore. It's in my house. I'm probably going to put these on my pew. I have a real pretty long antique pew. Tiffany, it's the link in my shop. If you'll touch my face, and then you'll see the name of my page come up, the Turquoise Valentine, and you click that, it's going to take you to my page on Facebook. And click the first post. It says, here's my link tree, and you'll see it. Wendy, I didn't make this one. I made this one today, or yesterday, but I made these 2 tonight and showed you how to do it. These are drop cloth. And then this one is a piece of a fleece throw from Walmart. Just a little, whatever, $3 or $4 throw that they have. That's what this one is. So I made these. But yeah, I had to try it for myself, and then I was like, oh, I gotta do it live because it's so cute. But don't forget my friend Julie Designs and Signs. She has a video on Facebook, on YouTube, but she's on Facebook too. She has a video on YouTube. It was like fall decor something. I can't remember the name of the video, but that she shows how to do it, and she shows you overhead how to do it. But they're super simple, and I know y'all can do this, but you can do it with flannel, do it with whatever kind of fabric you want. These blankets are super inexpensive, and you can get a bunch of them out of a blanket. The pieces of did I do this together? When I get off, it's going to be available for watch replay, and you can see how I show you how to glue the sections together. And I just did it with hot glue. I didn't even sew it, but you can sew them. And there's the group Kaylee just posted for the group, so you can get the templates. I'm going to put those in here now in just a second. I know, I love them too. And look, he's got little leopard leaves, and he's sweet. So we see they all kind of match and go together. The measurements. Okay, Beth. So if you don't have a printer, I did 2 sizes, okay? And yes, it's a football. So the small one is 10 1/4 by 6 inches. So it's 10 1/4, 6 inches up and down. On the small one, you can screenshot it if you need to. And then my big one was 11 by 6 3/4. So it's just a little bit bigger than the smaller one, but you know, it's just a little bit. And if you wanted to make it even smaller, you could cut on the inside of the black lines and it'd be a little bit smaller. But see, it is a little bit smaller. So I cannot wait. Yeah, it's a snowman. I love all kinds of stuffed things. I think it's so cute. Thank you, Kaylee. Hey, Susie. Now I'm going to go wash my hands. I look like we did in grade school. I've got like all this peeling glue off my hands and it's flying in the air when I do this. Yes, Rhonda, you'll see. I mean, like my fabric didn't have a side, but you'll see when you lay your pieces down, you know, right side up. Thursday, Judy, at 6 o'clock, I'm going to put the turkeys up. And y'all know, if they sell out, I will cut more. The leaves, I just used my scraps, Maggie, when I cut out my shapes today. I just used the scrap and I just freak-handed a leaf and cut it out. I folded it and then just kind of cut it out. And I did the same with the drop cloth leaves. But you can use, like this one, are leaves from Dollar Tree, and I just kind of cut them up and made little burlap ones. But I kind of like, I don't know, I like them all. I'm not gonna kid you. And then you know how to make your tendrils. You can make your tendrils and you'll be all set. Super inexpensive, guys. Y'all know I love to do stuff like that. I know, peeling glue. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Like we used to glue our hands together in grade school and then you'd pull it apart. Thank you, Judy. Yay, just joined the group, yay. There's a lot of talented people in there and you're gonna get so many ideas, not just from me. There's so many people in there that are talented and they post stuff every day and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. And then somebody's gonna be posting this week and they'll have like 25 of these made and I'll be like, oh my gosh, a whole pumpkin patch. Ruth, I like the 8 sections. This was 8 and it makes its own puckers in between the sections because when I tried to pull it together to get it to go to the stem, it makes its own kind of puckers in the little places. This one was 8, this one was 8, this one is 5. So you can kind of see the difference. Yes, you could come in here and put your jute and make you some, you know, tie your jute around it and make some little indentions if you want to. But that's 5 sections of the small one. So that's how it looks. And this is 8. So that's what my friend Julie did. And I was scared to do anything different because I was like, oh my goodness, what if it don't turn out on the live? And here I am with a wop-sided pumpkin. Thank you, Susan. Like I said, I saw my friend Julie do this. She did hers with a, it's a mustard yellow thrifted blanket. That's what she made hers with. And it was super cute, like a bedspread type thing. And they were such a pretty yellow color. So that's what I got for y'all tonight. And I appreciate y'all. I got Mod Podge all over, dried Mod Podge over everything. Hanging out with me. I'll be back Thursday night at 7:30, same place, same time. And we'll see what we can make then. I don't know. And we will make something else with that blanket and stuff. I don't know. Yes, Tammy, the cheap pillows. I used a throw pillow that I was going to throw away because it had a rip in it that came with like a bed, I don't know, something. And I was like, no, I'm not going to throw that away. I'm going to take all the stuffing out. And then I threw the pillow cover away because it had a tear in it. And so I kept the stuffing. So I just repurposed it. Julie's Designs and Signs is her page. The drop cloth heavyweight or medium weight? Shelly, I don't know. It's just the cheapest one they had at Harbor Freight. So probably the cheaper the better because it's going to be kind of a little bit more softer and thin. Oh, Kathy, you're welcome. Yes, old chenille blankets. I'm hoping one day I'm going to find one at Goodwill. I haven't yet. But But yeah, I would love to have an all chenille bedspread and make a bunch. And snowman, and let's see, pumpkins and all kind of ghosts and stuff with the chenille, the white chenille. I would love that. But I'll find one. So y'all come back Thursday. We'll see what we can do then. Y'all have a good rest of the week. And Thursday, I'll post again about the turkeys. It'll be 6 o'clock Thursday evening, Central Time. I'm going to put the turkeys up. So I'll see y'all Thursday. Have a good one. Thank y'all for being here. I love y'all. And I can't wait to see y'all's pumpkins. Bye, guys.